Hi everyone, this is Nav. This is my first video on Iberian Galactic Survival. Um, I'm not a native speaker, so please excuse my English, but today I want to show you my latest build, which is an orbital station called Nebulae Station 5. The Nebulae Station 5 was built as a sanctuary, as sort of asylum for those who are seeking quiet refuge. Preferably in deep space areas, possibly in nebulae clouds if the developers are going to implement that. The station is divided into sphere-like sections at the top, in the middle, and at the bottom, and has four hangar or docking bays for CVs. And those grid-like structures over here are for smaller CVs. The fork-like structures over here are for larger CVs. I've just added some of my builds in progress of a CVs just to illustrate the point. The upper section contains the four entrances to the hangar base where the small vessels can be stored. We can fly through one of it. B section is occupied, so let's just go to the A section over here. All right. The room at the bottom serves as a certain emergency point where you can repair your vessel after damage. There's one constructor. There are loads of boxes to store stuff, an oxygen station, several fridges, a medic station to replenish your health. If you go upwards, you have a view to the control station, which in the future of this game, I hope that those control stations, consoles, that is, they could operate something like the hangar doors. So that was the point of building them here. If you go up to the very top, you get to this nice area, lookout area here, where you can observe both the hangars and the base as well, as you can see here. So let's go downwards. There's a single entry point here in form of single elevator, which brings us to the ventilation and elevation shaft. And this is the first chamber, which is the garden. As you can see here, I've made some markings. You can remove those markings. Those are served for like canned meat. These plants are for canned veggies. Those plants are for rations, and there's some alien plants as well. I've made some markings and navigational lights in order not to be confused in the first place, and in order to know which way each sections are. So basically the hangar bay for CVs supports the lobby where the access point to the CV dockings are at the bottom, so as the constructor room, and the garden which we have just visited is upwards. Coming downwards, we come to the lobby, which has a ventilation in form of a offline protection models. So we come to the lobby here, which has a 360 view in order to observe your ships and certain consoles, and at each point to the main shaft there's an oxygen station for you to get your oxygen replenished after the mission. Here's the walkway to the outside to the smaller CVs over here, and the same goes for the larger CVs at the sides. Okay, let's go down. This is the oxygen chamber, where you can store your oxygen, replenish some oxygen, and just enjoy the view. And this is the entry point to the last 4 sections of the station. So let's go to the station, to the bottom section of the station. So this is the last huge room over here. It's been divided into 4 sections, and each section has a inner rooms such as this. Some of them are made from armored combat armor blocks in order to preserve vital equipment if you plan to use it in a PvP. And yeah, let's just examine some of those rooms. Each room can be accessed by this ladder structure or stair structure over here. So we come to the section chamber F, which is a constructor room. So there are 6 constructors over here, 6 cargo boxes for you to store stuff. It's protected by hangar doors and it's built by combat armor blocks. In section G, we have a briefing room for your crew to receive orders, and we have a laboratory with the clone chamber here. So if you mark this base as a home base, you should respawn here. In the H chamber, we have the generator room, and the fuel tanks. Each fuel tank is separated in order to avoid chain reaction, chain explosion. And the last chamber is the E chamber, which is a crew quarters. So we have some bathrooms over here for the crew, and the bunk beds to spend the night. Some storage to store personal belongings. A living room for recreational purposes, and 2 VIP bedrooms over here. Probably for captain and the second in command of the station. So that's it. Let me know, guys, if you like this build. Please leave me some feedback or any ideas. That would be great. And see you next time.